Binge the full week of The Ray Taylor Show ad-free over at patreon.com/inspired disorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz, episode 73 of the show that will never go away because the pandemic will never go away. I have had quite a horrible week. A lot of factors, I think. I think a lot of it had to do with the heat. You know, it was pretty humid the entire week, which, you know, on top of 110, 115, 120 degree heat, to add on humidity to that is I can't sleep. I'm sleeping horrible. I'm staying up to like 4 a.m., not sleeping great at all. Woke up this morning with a crazy migraine that thankfully the migraine medicine I took worked, kicked in, and I was able to get a few hours of sleep, which is just horrible. I haven't been sleeping good. I have had like zero energy. Even on a day, I think like Wednesday, I woke up and actually had energy, and it was surprised, like, oh, finally. I'm like, oh, this is what it feels like. I just like hit a wall. Not only a wall with my energy, but hitting a wall like emotionally. I've been emotionally just horrible this week. Just super depressed, like this constant feeling of like on the verge of crying. And, I watched some emotional stuff, while watching things, I've gotten emotional watching things, which I do normally. I don't have to be in a depressive state to be emotionally invested in something that I'm watching. But it's just this week has been tough. So I didn't do, pretty much all I did was the bare minimum of what I needed to do this week. I needed to do 14 paintings, which I live stream on Twitch. Did 2 days of that. Everything archived over at YouTube. And available through my Patreon, patreon.com/inspired disorder. I only played maybe one or two matches of Call of Duty Mobile. Just was not feeling at all. I mean, there were days where like my brain was just like shut down. Like I felt like doing nothing. Just no mental energy whatsoever to do anything. Just felt like complete garbage. Rough week. I'm feeling like today, I don't know what it is, like Sundays, even though I didn't necessarily get that much sleep last night, doing the show on Sunday, there's a normalcy to it. Like, I know, even though I pretty much am working from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep on Sunday producing the show, like everything's in chunks, like I get everything set up, then, I take my shower and kind of get everything prepped. And then I record, takes, 2-3 hours to record the episodes. And then once I've recorded everything, then I'm just sitting down listening to podcasts and editing. And the editing process and uploading everything just is automatic for the most part. So it's not like tough. It's easy work. It takes a long time to get it all done, but it's easy work. It doesn't require any brain energy. I can be distracted doing other things while I'm getting things done. But yeah, like even on days where I've woken up feeling like sick on Sundays, I still know that I can power through it because recording, it's only a few hours, which I can get through 7 episodes. That's not a big deal. They might not be the greatest episodes because my brain might not be functioning at its full potential. There's definitely been weeks where I wasn't very happy with the quality of the words coming out of my mouth, but it's all right. I do 365 episodes a year. There's going to be some where I'm not at my peak performance speaking into a microphone. So whatever. It was a weird week. Just trying to get through it. It's just this heat is just exhausting. It's exhausting. I can't, Not that I have any desire to go anywhere, but just going outside is horrible. Having to take my dog out to go on a walk is just, it's horrible. It'll be like 10:30 at night and it's still 100 degrees outside. It's dark everywhere and 100 degrees outside. It's ridiculous. And I think I got dehydrated too. I think that might have been part of it. I just a roller coaster of just not feeling good for a lot of different reasons. Woke up the other morning at like 3 or 4 in the morning, just crazy stomach aches. Like I had the most crazy gas, just like violently bad gas. I think it was a combination of like dehydrated, a little bit of constipation, and then gas, tons of gas. I don't know. It was painful. It was like just rough. Just a rough week to get through. But I'm feeling better today. Like yesterday I think it was like Wednesday where I was just feeling really just mentally dead. Or maybe Thursday. I don't know. But I'm feeling okay today, despite the fact that I thought it was going to be horrible waking up with a migraine. And then thankfully being able to go to sleep, and when I woke up feeling rested, the migraine gone. I still had that, like, there's that thing when you get the migraine, even though the migraine goes away, like there is the stress in your brain of it's like working out and then being sore after working out. Like my brain is sore from the migraine. But coffee helps. I'm a little bit more awake thanks to coffee. Took a couple hits of weed, which I've been doing kind of more recently before doing recording. Just a couple puffs of weed helped me kind of just get into a flow a little bit more. Let me freestyle a bit. Not just always looking at notes. Like I didn't even make notes for this episode. All of my notes for this week were like I do notes for every episode, right? Every page in my notebook is a different episode. So every week there's a Rona Dayz page, and I fill it up with things that I do, and it's, or things that I think about that I want to talk about. And this one was just like tired, no energy, unmotivated, super depressed, super emotional. Like, oh, it's like, well, I got that. Like, there's nothing specific I need to remember to talk about in this episode. I can just kind of make something up for 10 minutes. But yeah, it's not a whole lot has happened. Everything that I watched, I'm talking about. All the movies. Didn't really play that much video games. Wasn't feeling it. Did my painting, which I do 14 paintings every other week, is kind of the schedule I'm working on. I did some of them one day on Thursday, did the rest on Friday. Edited most of it yesterday, Saturday, which I didn't finish because just moving slow. Like I know everything is getting done, but I just know I'm moving at a slow pace mentally. And just I'm exhausted. This heat is ridiculous. This heat is ridiculous. I'm so ready for things to start cooling down. Just desperate for it to start cooling down. It just like waking up every morning feeling not rested at all because it's just you slept horrible because it's so hot. And I have an air conditioner. I'm sitting right in front of an air conditioner right now. I have fans on 24/7. Like literally where I sit when I do my work, my office space, I'm like right in the blowing zone of the air conditioner. And I try to do the same thing with my bed, and it's just I'm just so tired of hot weather. I grew up out here, didn't like it growing up out here, survived it. Then moved to San Diego, way better weather in San Diego. Still gets hot, not nearly as hot or not nearly as hot for as long. Moved to Denver. The hottest it got in Denver was like 90 degrees. 90 degrees is like I'm opening windows and doors with 90 degrees. Like that's a nice day. That would be so nice to have a night. It would be nice to have 90-degree nights. let alone a 90-degree day. But that was like the worst Denver ever got. And Denver's, the altitude, super dry air. So, and you get like, the great thing about Denver is you get like all kinds of weather within a day. Like you can get storm, rain, hail, snow, and then all of a sudden by the afternoon it'll be all melted away and it'll be nice and sunny outside. Like at Denver, you get every kind of weather every day, which is amazing. I miss it. I miss Denver. If the only thing I hated about Denver, the only thing is the dry air making my skin very itchy. That was just very annoying. It's like a different kind of annoying than like sweating all the time. Like when you're in the desert and you're sweating all the time, which is horrible because then your clothes are constantly getting wet. Like every chair you sit in has like sweat pooled up on it. You got your pillow every morning. Your sheets are just soaked in sweat. It's like that, but dry and itchy. It's the only thing, which I'm sure there's ways to avoid that. And also waking up every morning I woke up in Denver, was just my mouth was so dry. Like my gums would hurt, my tongue would hurt, it'd be like cracked. It's because I don't breathe very well through my nose, so I have to breathe through my mouth when I'm sleeping. And Denver is just rough. But other than that, I loved it. The weather was amazing, people were amazing. The being able to walk around everywhere, going down Colfax, going to like the hot dog place that I loved going to, getting a free beer from the owner because he's cool and racist. He thought I was some other white dude with a beard, but I'll take the free beer when you forget. That was my favorite. This is what I miss. A day in Denver. This is what I did in Denver. It's like my perfect day, right? I would get up, I don't know, at a decent time, and then I'd take my dog on a walk, a long walk, 3 to 5 mile walk. Just nice, just great, crisp air, even when it was like snowing, just the air in your lung, it feels so good. So go on a nice long walk with the dog, and then like if I'm not doing any podcasting that day or whatever, and it's just like a free day, I love taking a walk down to Colfax, right? Walk down to Colfax, go to the hot dog place, which I'm blanking on the name. Looked like a circus tent. Tons of nice restaurants on Colfax, by the way. But this is a place, it's just like this hole-in-the-wall place. I like getting their burgers. I mean, their hot dogs were cool. They had like 30 different hot dogs on the menu. Their burgers were great. The smash burger, delicious. And then they had great beer on tap. So good. So I'd go there, I'd just go there and get a drink and eat. And it's like I'm walking. So it's like, I don't have to worry about driving or anything. It's only a few blocks away from where I lived. So I'd go there, get something to eat. Let's say there's a movie. There's an independent movie theater down the street, right? So I'd walk to the hot dog place, get my hot dog, get my food, right? Get a couple beers in me. Then walk down. My weed shop is on the way. Maybe pick up an edible, right? And then there's a record store just past that. And on top of the record store is an independent movie theater. So I'd go down into the record store. I'd show up early, half hour before the movie starts, whatever. Rummage around through the vinyl. Maybe pick up an album or two. So I was starting to collect albums then. Get an album. And then just walk upstairs to the movie theater where they sold beer. So I'd buy a couple PBRs to take in. And then I'd go watch a movie, right? Just a perfect day. And then after the movie, on my walk home, light up a joint or, vape pen. I don't actually know if I smoked that much out in public. Definitely drank in public, though. There was a liquor store kind of by the hot dog place. Liquor stores everywhere in Denver. But they would sell these they looked like Gatorade bottles, like small Gatorade bottles, but they were alcoholic. So it was like Gatorade and vodka mixed together in these little bottles. It looked like you're drinking Gatorade. So I'd go and get one of those, and then I'd just be, drinking around town. I drank a lot in Denver. Definitely. It was a fun place, though. I mean, it's a great place to be day drinking, get high. That's what I miss. Now I'm just like stuck in a room. I'm Bo Burnham, just stuck in a room making stuff on video cameras by myself, talking to myself. Thankfully, I have my dog. I mean, I have roommates in the main house, but there's nowhere to walk to. It takes me like 15 minutes to drive to a movie theater. It's a completely different vibe, and it's just way too hot. Like the thing, even if it's like super cold, the coldest it ever got in Denver, you put a jacket on and you're good. Like there's nothing you can do to go outside in 125-degree heat to avoid the heat. You can't like remove more clothes to get less hot. You have to hope that your car has really good air conditioning, and that it cools down really fast. But you can't go on a walk. You just die. You would just die. You can't hike in 125-degree heat unless you're like Wim Hof. I'm not Wim Hof. So, it's like invisible blizzard. Can't really go anywhere. Not that my car's working anyway, but I miss being able to walk around in good weather. Denver, man. One of these days, I'd like to go back there. But anyway, my week was shitty. Dreaming of Denver was a nice little treat. Hope everybody else is having a good week. Get your vaccinations. Don't listen to Joe Rogan. I saw another clip of him passing off some like quote unquote doctor information about vaccines that was done in like 2015. So it's not even about the vaccine that people are getting to avoid dying from COVID. Just kind of ridiculous that guy is really contributing to death in this country. And he doesn't care. He's a multimillionaire in Texas. That's what they do in Texas. They try to kill people. Anyway, that's it. Hope everybody's had a good day. Wear your mask, get vaccinated. Be nice to each other. Get yourself some amazing coffee over at stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. That's your place for small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, shipped directly to you. Go now to stationhousecoffee.com and order yourself some amazing coffee. And don't forget to follow Station House Coffee. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!